serdecznie z strony Duala i lecimy sobie dalej z przygodami naszego przyjaciela. No, nie denerwuj mnie. Gdzie my właściwie teraz sobie lecimy? Zobaczmy na mapę, no. Tu. Chyba do Hogwartu. Zajęcia o zwierzętach. Księżycowanie dola woźnego. A chwila, bo mamy Smart Trolla. Nie wiem. Użyć depulso na lewitującym wrogu. Czyli Leviosa i depulso. Dobra. Dawaj tam. Bo nie mam alochomory. A, nagroda. Dobra. Nauczymy się w końcu alochomory. Jaki ładny witraż. No, tu tej bijącej wierzby nigdzie nie widzę. Mam jakiś punkt w ogóle, nie? Czemu niedostępne? A tu? Dobra, tyle to się nawet przejdę.
Revelio.
Zostawię cię samego ze sobą. Nie będę ci przeszkadzał w tym, co tam sobie aktualnie robisz. No, to jest. Tu? Zaczekajmy sobie chwilę. A to ty. Już cię kojarzę, Gulgwin.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service.
Jeszcze przed finczem.
First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
A to nie jest tak, że ja przybyłem w nocy? Kurde.
Now, if you wouldn't
Jedi.
mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade.
I co, mam je zbierać?
Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will. which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear.
Naprawdę
That
ją
is
znaleźć
why
wszystkie?
I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Dobra.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
No w końcu. W końcu jakieś praktyczne zaklęcie. Mogę już? Gdzie ty jesteś? To jest to? Nie, to jest Expelliarmus.
Alohomora.
O nie, to są jakieś... Aby pożerać iskry i obróć pokrętła, aż obie zębatki wybuchną tak, aby otworzyć zamek.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
To fajnie. Wiem, że jestem kameleonem.
How are your students getting along this year?
Well, poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
Na paluszka, na paluszka.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
They're saying that Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion.
No to chodźmy w tę stronę.
Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the ministry
I tyle. I co, ja mam jeszcze wracać?
Anyway, I'm not scared of the Dead Rebellion. My marks in Professor Hecat's class are superb. I don't think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't you...
A, to jeszcze nie koniec.
What are you up to now? I hope there are no students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacular.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other payrolls or sick balls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something.
Nie widać mnie, nie widać. Dobra, chyba najgorszy już za mną. Nic nie widzieli, no gdzie mogli widzieć, jak ja jestem niewidzialny? Ej, no kurde, no! No to nie moja wina, że się zbugowała, no. Na schodach. Ja pierd... Mam nadzieję, że chociaż już od momentu, jak będę schodził, a nie...
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know.
Nikt się nie zbugował tym razem. No tak naprawdę nic nie mogą tu zrobić. Obkręcała się.
Revelio.
Już tu jestem. Trzeci poziom. Ale to zaklęcie kameleona jest ciekawe. Jest sporo takich zaklęć, których w uniwersum Harry'ego Pottera no jednak nie było.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
No.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your
To za darmo nic
assistance.
się nie robi.
Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Właśnie ile?
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alhamora.
Czyli w ten sposób będziemy
Not every
ulepszać.
lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Okej.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, I knew you were the one for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Nie. Awansowaliśmy. Dobra. Mapka. Lećmy. Ciekawa infrastruktura. Nowa misja dostępna. No spoko. Na razie to... A, że te księżycowe. Okej. Jednego chyba nawet zniszczyłem. No ogólnie to lecimy troszeczkę z fabułą. Muszę użyć depulso na jednym z lewitujących wrogów, czyli Leviosa i depulso. To nie jest dział ksiąg zakazanych? Dobra, chodźmy na te zajęcia o zwierzętach, bo jestem ich bardzo ciekawy. Może będą tu pogryzć. O, ja. W sumie ich czas już nie dotyczy. A my z tym możemy tak po prostu biegać? O, też jest. Może później jeszcze skoczymy na partyjkę. Jak możemy zrobić, jakby to powiedzieć, misję główną, to zrobimy misję główną.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
No to co, rozpoczynamy?
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Zwłaszcza, że ja nie mam
Yes,
zwierzaka.
Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy. Poppy Sweeting.
Jezus
Don't worry
Maria.
about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can
Pufka?
practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Pufek? Mój bociku.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Może... Tu? Nie, gdzie to mam? Aha, to zostało zaklęć.
That's
Delikutaśnie.
lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities. right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select
Ale ja
another
chcę tu
beast.
zostać z półkiem.
And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them.
Ale bujaj się. Ja
Miss
tu...
Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
Zobacz, jak on
This
się
way.
patrzy.
The Neasels are over here.
No te wyglądają... Myślałem, że to jakieś indyki.
Oh, couple of these or whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Nie.
Ugh, stupid thing. Oh.
Ty weź go.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tus peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name
Odsuń
is
się.
Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
No co? Chciałeś wyrwać wąsy. To jest specjalne miejsce w piekle do takich
Those two
osób.
don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see
Zaraz,
yourselves
no.
out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are.
Ciebie też
I
mam
would like a
wyczesać?
moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Była bardzo fajna.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more
Czyli na nauce
immediate
pewnie,
matters
nie?
that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some
wiedziałem.
assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be
Idę
on the
poszukać
lookout
kogoś,
for my
kogo mogę
owl.
zlać.
Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own
Ja już
time.
z paroma się niestety zaprzyjaźniłem.
Over
Czego?
here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's
Ja w
something
sumie
my
też.
gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
Nowego gajowego.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Czy nie jesteś za młoda
I
troszeczkę?
wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you.
Pogryw? Na
I
bank?
think.
As I said,
Albo
we
dinozaur?
think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Jestem jak Eli. Czy to dinozaur?
Like the weather we're having, don't you think?
No.
Poppy, where are you taking me?
No,
It really is much better if I
dwa
just show
kroki
you.
dopiero. Już daleko, gdzie, za
Don't worry,
daleko.
we're nearly there. It's
Matko
just ahead.
boska. Ta młodzież dzisiejsza to jest... Tyju? Gryfek?
Stand back.
Hardodzio.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
Ukłoń się.
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Ukłoń się ładnie. Trzeba się ukłonić. Jaki dumny.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
No wygląda właśnie na takiego, kto by chciał wszystko wiedzieć. Nie powiem, bym sobie na nim polatał.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
O Jezu.
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea.
Dawaj, tam
Information is
podkręcamy, a
power.
nie, że
And the more I
jest.
know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Też mam taką nadzieję. I mamy kolejną misję odhaczoną.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Jakby to powiedzieć, no kurde, nie wszyscy naraz. Ja tu mam mecz teraz.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you
Co?
meet me in the courtyard?
Kto to do mnie mówi? Już w głowie mi się przewraca. Tu było coś, jakiś mecz do rozegrania. Chyba o ciebie chodziło.
What are you doing out here? Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's metal. What say?
No dawaj, no.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant!
No co się, przecież tylko zabawa, tak?
Summoner's Court.
Pod tym
The
względem...
ever-changing game. Akio.
Ło, dobry jest.
Nothing to it.
Accio.
Not bad. Not bad. Akio.
Przepnie sobie, skur. A jednak nie.
All in the wrist.
Nie, nie, nie. Dawaj, 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 dawaj.
That was one for the ages. Akio.
Zepnę te kule. Teraz patera.
Try to beat that.
No, patera.
Accio.
Co? Nie!
Didn't think you were a match for me. Tie game.
No,
At least you didn't beat me.
Ale no nie, no bo mnie puściło jeszcze raz, chcę rewanżu. Dawaj mi rewanż, ale już.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
Tak.
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Bo puściłem, no. Teraz ja?
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
No, zaczynaj.
Akio.
Wszystko się dzieje tak samo?
Nothing to it.
Accio.
Dobra.
That was one for the ages. Akio.
A nie, zmienił pozycję. Ty jesteś tym mistrzem, czy jak?
My wand slipped.
Ale to ja wiem, ja ostatnio też tak mówiłem. Yes!
I'll let you have that one. Akio. All in the wrist.
A, dobra, już nie ma szans.
Accio.
Au!
Lucky shot.
Nie do końca.
Well done. You beat me.
To był knockout. Nie, już więcej nie chcę.
Bit of good luck, that's all.
Dobra, dobra.
Come now, Leander. There's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
Dobra, mamy to. Au! Dobra, mamy wyprawę do 3 mioteł.
Aloha, Mora.
Okay. Au. Nie, fajne to. No akurat takie przyjemne. No nie jest trudne, no bądźmy szczerzy, tak? Au.
Revelio.
Troll. Dwadzieścia dwa. Pająk. No jest znak zapytania.
Revelio.
A, bo tu jest jeszcze. Ciekawa migłówka.
Revelio.
Gdzie w ogóle jestem? O, tu już byłem. Dobra, mapka. To tak. Tam jeszcze wrócimy, bo jestem ciekawy. Przejdźmy tutaj. I jedziemy dalej z misjami. Te odcinki są długie, owszem, ale no jednak gra też swój, jakby to powiedzieć, no jednak czas ma. A tutaj też coś jest. A, czyli jednak na górze. To imię idealnie pasuje. A, bo to profesor Weasley. No tak, bo prosiła.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
Wejdę tam. To jest to, co
Perfect
Hermiona
for
miała.
gathering and transporting beasts.
A właściwie to...
Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Czy ona siedzi w tej sakwie?
Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Lecimy, nie? Lecimy.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing.
Zobaczmy, co tam ciekawego jest.
That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Stawiam, że trafimy na jakichś kłusowników. Mogę je
We have
zebrać?
arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the pottle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
No dobra. To jak to się...
You got one!
Mam pówka. To już?
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently.
No to im
Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Lecimy. Memortka. Świetne imię. Nazwa właściwie. Ta miotła też jest zarąbista. Bardzo się cieszę, że sprzedałem wszystko, aby ją mieć. A właśnie, muszę do niego podejść tam. Do tego odmioteł. No, już jestem.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area.
Nie widzieli.
Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobbernolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor and... Deke will not say more.
Ratowanie zwierząt to jedno z
But
lepszych
Deke
misji
is
w tej grze.
grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Dobra.
Then I shall go and rescue a
Idziemy po
jobberknoll.
memortka.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Taki.
Levioso!
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Memortek, mam memortka. Już jak łapanie Pokemonów. Tak
I
nie
rescued a
wolno.
jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Daleko to będzie.
Levioso!
Weź tu me mordku.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Trafimy na jakichś kłusowników? Bo chcę ukończyć zadanie, no. Poczekaj. Macie tu coś? Nie? To legowisko Luna Bali.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
A chyba będziemy musieli poczekać, co? Wyposażenie. O, coś nowego. Aha, muszę do pokoju życzeń. To mam założone. Znamienita peleryna. Ale tu było jakoś, że chyba się zmieniało. F, czekaj, właśnie. Tak. O mój Boże.
Levioso!
Chodź tu.
Everything's all right now.
Luna bala.
Now. I'm only trying to help.
Za szybko.
Confringo!
No, nie.
Levioso!
Professor Howard will never believe this. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
No dobra. Trafimy tu na jakichś kłusowników? Bo jak nie, no to po prostu sobie skoczę mapą. A, bo to jest nieodblokowany obszar, okej. Mapa Hogwarts. Nie przejdźmy, bo to jest jednak kawałek drogi. A tak to jest jednak dużo szybciej. O, tu jest jakaś misja. To zrobimy ją sobie w następnym odcinku. To już zakończmy ten główny etap pokoju życzeń. Przejdź.
Dick thinks you should be proud. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home.
Może się ucieszą, nie?
But, not enough room to let them out here.
Ale to pokój życzeń,
Imagine all
tak?
those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
Otwórzmy im właśnie miejsce.
What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
Nie za małe.
What is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
No oczywiście, że chcę wejść.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Co? No przecież... A tamtych nie mogę wypuścić?
Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example.
Puffskein.
If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Wonderful.
Jeszcze jeden pufek? Aha. Co? Nie!
I'll look after you.
3. Masz jedzonko. Trzeba cię wyczesać. Teraz jesteś. No dobra. Zrobiłem co miałem.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Dobra, jak to było? Ładnie. A, czyli po prostu mogę sobie to, co noszę. Nie, czekaj. A, tu jest. To mamy już odkryte. Znakomite. Co to jest? Jest to brązowy ubiór. No to podejdźmy do tego krofna. F. No i dalej. Zobacz atrybuty. No.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke.
Gdzie jest? A, tutaj. Chyba już czas kończyć tą misję, bo ona jest dość długa.
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Dziękuję.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
No i moi drodzy, ukończyliśmy tę misję i ukończyliśmy ten odcinek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. Jeśli tak, zostawcie kciuka w górę. Ukończ misję główną. Super. I do usłyszenia. Trzymajcie się. Cześć.